What's up, y'all? Let me put all up on your screen, and today is wash day. I want to do a first impression of Cantu shea butter, apple cider vinegar, root rinse with tea tree oil. Now, if you follow me on Snapchat, you know when this first came out, I was like, really, Cantu? ACV rinse? We do this easily at home all the time. You tried it. But then something just made me feel like, let me just look at the ingredients that's in this sucker. And the ingredients has me very intrigued to try it. So if you want to know what my first impression is of this sucker right here, keep watching. Welcome back, y'all, to Nappy Food TV. If you're new to my channel, I appreciate you letting me be all up on your screen, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. So it doesn't really say to do it on wet hair. It doesn't say to do it on dry hair. So I'm going to do it on dry hair. Only because it's so liquidy. I'm just kind of curious on how it will do on dry hair. Normally, I always start off with rinsed hair, damp hair. Y'all already know. But I'm going to try something a little different today. Alright, let's begin, y'all. Starting off on pre-pooed hair. It is wash day, as you know. So, of course, step one is to pre-poo! Yes! The first thing you're going to notice is that this mug is tingling, okay? You feel the tea tree all up on your skiz out, okay? So, if you like that type of stuff, because I'm telling you, as I was massaging this into my scalp, it felt even more soothing, and I love that kind of thing. So, I just want to let you know, tea tree is pretty clear in this product, okay? Another thing I want to mention, as you can see, it doesn't lather up. You get a little bit of foaming, you know, as you can see, but it's not going to lather up like shampoo, so please don't expect it to. I want to go ahead and say that I do like the fact that it comes in a nozzle form. Makes it really easy to apply it straight to your scalp. That's where the cleanse is supposed to go, okay? I want to make it really clear how evident the tea tree is because it's very tingling on my scalp, y'all. I like it, but I know some of y'all are like, that's too much. So if you're going to use this, definitely maybe dilute it down a little bit because, you know, that tingling is real. Okay, here we go. All right, all seconds are complete. Drip, drip. There you go. So as you can see, it's very liquidy, y'all. There's no thickness to it, nothing like that, as I'm dripping all up on my restroom floor. But anyway, I want to mention one more time, that tingling is real. My scalp is pulsating, and I'm okay with it. But in case you're not, dilute that sucker. Off camera, I rinsed it out, and here we go. My hair, I'm gonna say this, y'all, feels very soft, and it should, because if you look at the ingredients, it's a lot of emollients in it. We know what emollients do. It softens our hair. Now, at what level did this cleanse my hair? I'm gonna say at a co-wash level, not a clarifier, not a shampoo, but a co-wash level. So this can be a co-wash replacer. Let's get into these pros, okay? Pros and cons. Starting with the pros, I love the ingredients. It's natural, a lot of emollients, and I definitely appreciate that. Next one I'm going to say is the fragrance. It's not overwhelming. It's more like a flower type of fragrance, which I do like. I also like the container. I like that it's already have the nozzle to it. Very convenient. You know how we like that. Another thing I love is the level of cleansing because it's going to be a co-wash replacer for me. And I love the price of it, okay? It's less than $5, which is cheaper than the co-wash I usually get. So, hello. The last thing is the feel. It gives my hair a soft feeling because of all the emollients that it has in it. And I really do like that feel. It doesn't feel stripped, which it shouldn't because it washes at a co-wash level. Now, let's get into the cons. The first con is quite minute, but it's too liquidy. I do wish it was a little bit thicker. I don't know, I feel like it didn't hold in my scalp like I wanted it to. But, you know, it is a rinse, right? I know. But yet still, I just wish it was a little bit thicker. The next con I'm going to have to say is the amount of tingle that you receive. Not necessarily a con for me, but I can definitely see why it would be for someone else. Because, you know, when this kind of gets towards your eye area, you do feel it. So my eye was a little tingling when I was rinsing it off. Didn't really like that, but I still like the tingling that it gave my scalp. So I guess it's just something you take along with it. The next one is going to be the amount that you have to use. Like a little does not go a long way. So I do wish the bottle was bigger. And this is another reason why I wish it was a little bit thicker. Because if it was a little bit thicker, I wouldn't have to use as much. I'm just connecting the dots. I'm just saying. The last con is that it does contain protein. Now, this is not a con for me, but I can see why it would be for naturals who think that they're protein sensitive. So be mindful of that when you get this product. It does have protein in it. So maybe you can add it to other stuff or maybe dilute it down so it can be more conducive for you. Now, I know some of you people are there thinking to yourself, this is just like the one I make at home, I be. simple ACV water. Bam! I have a rinse. You have a rinse, yes. But Cantu is appealing to those who don't make their own ACV at home, okay? They also took it to another level by adding in some really great ingredients. So I want to encourage y'all to check the description box. Look at those ingredients. DIYers, did I say wires? Y'all know what I mean. Looking at the ingredients they have, you can probably pick out a couple you can get your hands on and try to make it your own self. One ingredient I want to encourage you to look into is the oat. Okay, there is a thing called oat water. If you learn how to make that oat water, throw some ACV into it, some emollient, some oils. You got your own DIY Cantu root rinse. But you didn't hear it from me. That's all I'm saying, okay? So don't go telling Cantu I'm giving out secrets. I beg, don't expose me, okay? But anyway, if you're not into DIY, go ahead and pick up this bottle. You're good to go. I'm into DIY, but I still like to have this bottle when I just don't feel like making it myself. That's all. Now, if you want to get your own Cantu root rinse, I purchased mine from Walmart, but you can get it from like CVS and Wayne Reed, and you can also get it online. I'll put a link in the description box that you can use. And let's get into today's Snapchat question. Have you used any of the items from Cantu's ACV line? If so, which one? And what was your experience? Please share in the comment box below. If you liked today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Nappy Food, and make sure you turn on notifications by hitting that bell. If you happen to get a little bored during the week, hang out with me on my other social media accounts, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, order that. And I will catch you on the next one, y'all. Thank you again for hanging out with me today. If you liked my first impression of Cantu's root rinse, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, share this video, and subscribe. Remember, y'all, my God, I really want people to understand. To have healthy hair, there's no fast track to it though. To have healthy hair, you gotta do healthy things. Deuces.
If I told you you were, if I told you you were, if I told you you were beautiful, beautiful. If I told you you were beautiful, beautiful. If I told you you were beautiful, beautiful. If I told you you were